Next thing I know, I'll never forget my first ever real hit. I had a dream about it the night before. We were in the championship. I had a dream that I was gonna hit a home run. The next day in the game, hit the home run, didn't even know to run. Everybody's yelling, run, run, run. I'm just staring and looking at the ball like, oh my God.
Guys, welcome back to the Frame Shift podcast. Today, we've got a really good buddy of mine. We actually met on set. He's a beast of an actor. He's an ex-model. He's an ex-pro baseball player. Charles Grant DeBose.
Thank you.
How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. You know, you call myself a beast. I'm gonna call you a beast as well. A beast behind the camera, but doing all the other stuff. So it's a pleasure to be here, man.
Hey, that's how we met, bro. That's how we met. But before you were doing all that, you're from California, right?
Born and raised.
You were playing baseball. How did you get started with all that?
Actually, it's funny. So I remember in elementary school, they came to the school with the whole little flyers for you to play sports.
Okay.
And I grew up playing basketball. That was like my first love.
I played basketball in my life, so.
Actually, I don't know if you really played basketball, but it's okay.
We can ball. I played a little ball.
Are we gonna have to go check that out?
Yeah, we'll do that after this.
But yeah. So
hold up. I got the ball right at the door. Right now. What are you talking about?
You know, I taught you that basketball on set. You didn't look too like comfortable.
You didn't give me any heads up. I grabbed that.
You don't need a heads up. True ballers don't need heads up.
I play football too, so I grabbed that like a receiver.
You play defense?
No, receiver, outside receiver.
I don't know. Outside.
Don't play those games with me.
We gonna have to fact check. Can we fact check him?
Back to baseball. What brought you to baseball with those flyers?
Honestly, so basketball season was going to be over, and I like literally told my mom, I was like, I want to play baseball. She didn't want me to play football, so I was like, well, I need to do something else. And I started playing baseball late. I started playing baseball when I was about 8, 9 years old.
Okay.
And so it was actually hilarious because I didn't know like what to do. I was just out there just having fun,
just catching balls.
Pause. But yeah, I was out there just doing that, and then next thing I know, I'll never forget my first ever real hit. I had a dream about it the night before. We were in the championship. I didn't contribute to that, but I did contribute to us to winning the championship. I had a dream that I was gonna hit a home run.
Okay.
The next day in the game, hit the home run, didn't even know to run. Everybody's yelling, run, run, run. I'm just staring and looking at the ball like, oh my God.
You were a little 8-year-old Charles?
Yeah, little 8-year-old Charles just hit a ball and didn't know what to do.
Just kept
ain't hit a ball all season and say, oh, I guess I just hit a home run. But yeah, man, that was the beginning of the career, and then it just kind of manifested after that. You know, I loved sports. Basketball was always my number one love, but I didn't grow into the height that I would love to be. So
but clearly the athleticism.
Yeah.
Just transferred to a different sport.
Wait, so when you say pro, then you just mean like 8 or 9 year old pro stuff?
Where'd you actually
Because that's kind of a bad joke, because when I played Little League, they called it the majors, right? Remember those days?
Okay, yes.
Actually, I do.
Yes, okay.
Like 3rd grade.
And what's so funny is I played in the minors. Which is funny because the whole that system is interesting, right? And it's almost like you get it's almost like you just get predisposed to it early, like to understand the game of baseball because of the systems. Like you start off in Little League, and then like you grow up and you go like the 13, so now you're in the minors, right? And then 18 and over, you're playing in the major league division. So it's just
that's how they break it down.
Yeah. So it's like you get predisposed to it at an early age, and the next thing you know, you're living it, and it's like, oh, I've been literally going through the same repeating cycle all my life, just preparing for this one moment. So it was but that was the journey, man. And then I took it serious in high school, and I got ranked my sophomore year of high school. And
how'd that go?
It was great. It was honestly I hit terribly in high school. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was terrible a hitter in the high school, but in travel ball, everybody called me a showcase player, and that's how I ended up getting ranked. I got ranked. I was the number 48 outfielder in California. Top 300, and it was a dream starting to like actualize, you know.
But how did you get to the minors when you couldn't hit? Because you had to get drafted out of high school.
Were you drafted as, I guess it would be a defensive player playing in the outfield?
So I actually wasn't drafted. Yeah, my baseball journey is crazy, man.
Undrafted free agent style.
Undrafted free agent style. I went. After high school, I was a knucklehead sometimes, so I didn't really care about school. I cared about sports.
Yeah.
Lost so many offers. I remember my senior year, I had 27 Division I schools looking at me, and I couldn't go to any of them. Be top 50 player in the country, not going to Division I looks crazy.
Grades.
Yeah. Grades. I graduated high school with like a 2.4, bro. I cared about the baseball. I didn't care about going to college. But So and then I go to NAIA school in Kansas and played there for a year, and then redshirted, and then played my next year. And then I was like, I'm a transfer. I want to go to a JUCO, right? I want to go get a chance to get drafted, because the thing about, they don't really tell you, if you sign to a 4-year out of high school, you have to wait until you're 21 or your third year, or your third year of college to get drafted. But if you go to a JUCO out of high school, you can get drafted any year.
Okay.
So I went, learned, understood that, because I had the opportunity to go JUCO out of high school, but 17-year-old kid, everybody's like, oh, you don't want to go JUCO. Like, JUCOs get bad name, but they're like, it's a great system to go into if you're young.
It is.
So I took the 1 4-year that was giving me a chance, and came back to a JUCO. Got hurt, had popped my elbow. The funniest thing ever. I was actually, so my pitching coach was a scout for the A's, and he was like, yo, I'm telling my higher ups about you as an outfielder. Like, I was playing the best level of baseball I've ever played as an outfielder, right? I was running a 6'5", 60. I had just hit 1-on-1 from the outfield. I was hitting balls 400 feet. Next thing I know, we go down to L.A. to play against the Dodgers scout team. I throw a ball from left center and pop my elbow.
Damn.
Craziest thing ever, right? So you would think that I wouldn't go into the position change that I did, but I came back stronger with my arm.
Okay.
I'll never forget the day. As I practiced one day, and then my coach goes, get on the mound. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, I know I was training as a pitcher, but like, I just came off an arm injury. First game up there, I was up to 94.
You've been rehabbing it for so long that, yeah, it's better than new.
Yep. And the funny story about that is my travel ball coaches as kids was telling me, like, they took me to the mound, drew a dollar sign on the mound as a kid, as a 14-year-old kid, was like, this is where your money's at. But how you going to tell a kid who's getting ranked in the outfield that that's where my money at? Yeah. I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Then it just actualized in college. And it was an interesting journey out there, because then I had to learn, like, what really pitching was. I was a thrower. I just threw as hard as I could, you know?
What kind of a change is that from the outfield to the pitching mound?
It's a very psychological change. It's being an outfielder. I'm a running gun.
You're just catching and throwing.
I'm catching and throwing. I want to throw you out. That's all I care about. But being on the mound, it's a mental game, because now I have to understand what type of hitter you are. I have to understand, like, what is your strength? What are your weakness? How do I play to my strengths?
Using the scouting report.
Literally using the scouting report, and then building my own in game, because let's say all week you've been struggling hitting curveballs, but then today you can hit the curveball. Yeah. I got to make the in-game adjustments. I got to pay attention. So it was a real mental understanding that I had to take into the account. And that was the biggest change. And it's boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went from being a center fielder.
That's why I left baseball overall, just because it was too slow.
Yeah, like I was a center fielder. I was a center fielder, middle infielder. I'm in action. And then, hey, you're pitching once every 4 days.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. You gotta let that thing rest.
Yeah, I'm a starting pitcher. I'm pitching once every 4 days. Or if I'm a reliever, I may pitch twice this weekend, and I don't pitch for another couple of days. And it's just like I'm in the dugout in the bullpen, just like I'm bored.
And then you don't get to hit because, well, you were kind of an early Shohei Ohtani, though, right? Because you could hit 400. You could hit 400 feet and pitch.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Well, growing up when we was playing, that was frowned upon. It was pitchers not hitting.
Yeah.
Pitchers are not hitting. Like my last college I went to, my last at bat, I literally hit a walk-off grand slam. Right. It didn't. The umpire called it foul. I don't think it was foul, but. Walk off, bomb. Sent it to the last coach I was going to, and they were like, "Cool, did you pitch today?"
Did not care.
Like, yo, so my generation of baseball players, we didn't really get the opportunity to do what we're seeing now, and I think it's so beautiful because the game has evolved in such a great way to where you have your Shoheis, right? There's so many dudes. Who was it? Like Mackenzie Gore was a great hitter before he was a pitcher for the Nationals. What's his name? He plays pitchers for the Pirates. He went to LSU. He just won the Cy Young.
Josh would know these names.
This one I don't.
Paul Skeens.
I was gonna say Skeens, but I thought he was on the. Yeah, I didn't. He's on the Pirates.
Yeah, he's on the Pirates. Yeah.
Dodgers are trying to get him.
Oh wow.
They put an offer in to. I think
this team is just unfair.
That's unfair. The Dodgers. The Dodgers literally have all-stars on the bench. Like it's not. It's literally a created team.
Yeah.
It's Diamond Dynasty. You ever played the show, MLB The Show, the video game?
Same as build a franchise.
Yeah. They are literally building teams.
Yeah.
But Paul Skeens was a phenomenal hitter at Air Force. Dude was dropping bombs, and then he throws 100 on the mound. So it's like to see that translate from us doing it as kids to now being like actually in the league is amazing, and it's beautiful to see.
Did you see the Blue Jays almost beat the Dodgers last World Series? That story was so amazing. One of their pitchers, you'll probably know, I can't remember, was called up from Single A.
Yep. He had just got drafted that year, if I'm not mistaken.
He was crushing it. And he, like, that earlier that year, he was playing for like a stadium of 400.
Damn.
Yep.
You know who I'm talking about?
I know exactly. I can't remember his name, but I know exactly. But the stories like that happen, right? Stories like that do happen where a guy will be killing it in the minors, and they can automatically see where he's going to go, right? Yeah. But that comes with stock. You know, a lot of times they have stock in the player. You know, you sign to do it out of college or something. You give them a couple million, and like we got good money in them, and we believe in them. So you know, and that's the thing about the indie ball space and the minor league space. Like some people become lifetime minor leaguers, if I'm being honest with you. You know, like it's so hard to. It's a beautiful thing to get to, you know, signed to an organization, but it's a real beautiful thing to make it to the MLB, because making the 40-man roster is one of the hardest things you can do.
Damn, there's 40 people on that roster.
40 man on a big league roster.
Damn. No.
Half of them are pitchers.
Yeah, literally.
Are they really?
Literally, half of them are pitchers.
Damn. Because of all the reliefs and
yeah,
backups.
You got relief pitcher starters, and yeah, it's literally half of them are pitchers.
Who's your favorite team?
I used to be an Angels fan.
Okay.
The emphasis on used to.
So you were an Ohtani fan?
No. I've been an Angels fan since Tim Salmon. And then when the team stopped winning, I left too, just like Ohtani.
Salmon?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, I remember Salmon, but wait, wasn't there a Stout too or something?
Mike Trout?
Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Okay, Salmon and Trout.
I know Trout from the Phillies.
Yep. You said what?
Wasn't Trout Mike Trout on the Phillies?
Mike Trout has always been on the Angels.
Always been on the Angels.
He was he's arguably one of the best baseball players that ever touches a diamond.
Who's the dude that's always at the Eagles game that got picked up by the Phillies from a West Coast team? I thought it was the Angels or the Dodgers. I thought it was the Angels. Might not be Trout. Maybe it's not Trout.
Yeah,
I could have sworn it was.
I don't think it's Trout. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll come back to you
Trout's,
guys on that.
Trout's from New Jersey, so I don't know if you really be at an Eagles game.
Yeah, no, a lot of South Jersey people are Eagles fans.
Really?
That's like me. Like North Jersey's Giants.
You're an Eagles
Jets.
fan?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't be going there.
I'm a Chargers fan. So,
Well, he'll kind of agree with you, actually.
You ended Carson Wentz's career.
Hey, it's okay. We had the beach y'all one time.
Yo, one time.
Yeah.
He rips people in the comments on lives all the time about the Eagles, and they think he's not an Eagles fan. That's how bad he goes in on.
But I do it against Jalen. I love the team. Jalen has done a ton for the team. He has MVP, Super Bowl MVP. He has done so much, but he has definite holes in his game that have been there since college, and people don't like to hear it.
I feel like all the quarterbacks we have right now that are out there, all of them are great, but they're holes. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's a good point too.
But it's about, which is why the beautiful thing about being a quarterback, you fit the system around them. You don't fit them in the system.
Exactly.
And then you make them look great. I mean, to each his own, but Tom Brady. You built the system around Tom Brady. It worked.
Yes, it did.
It worked.
Yes, it did.
And he proved it when he went to the Bucks. You build the system around him. Now you put him in a random system. I don't know how well that's going to work.
And it puts Bill Belichick under a little bit of criticism too.
Yeah,
just a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done a few things. He's had a few.
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah,
just a few. He's
the
done a few.
Girlfriend,
things.
the North Carolina trip.
Yeah.
They're both interesting situations.
Yeah. He's had an interesting life.
But you said you were an Angels fan. Who's your team now?
I don't have a team.
Okay, you're just watching it for the love of the game.
Watching it is even funny. I don't watch it anymore at all. I watched the last 3 innings of the World Series. Oh. That's how much baseball I've watched since I retired.
Damn. No, I understand that though.
Yeah, and when I tell you, a pro ball locker room is a special place. I tell you that much.
Imagine.
It's a special place. From top to bottom.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's like one of them things where it's just like you had to be there. But I'll give you a funny story. I'll never forget I think it was my second year in pro ball. Somehow our owners or something didn't get the bus orders right.
Okay.
We had a preseason game. They hired their local bus company. Why did we get a party bus with a stripper pole in the middle?
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, it's not fire when you got to fit 25 grown men on a bus and we all sitting here like this. But it was the funniest thing ever. Like, dudes jumping on the pole, having to spin around. It was like, I was like, yo, this can't be real.
You should have hired a stripper for the 3-hour bus ride.
That would have been fun. That would have been
we might need to put that as like a business plan for baseball or just sports in general.
Let's put it out there. Imagine that on their jets for the NFL games.
That's what I'm saying.
They're flying to London or some shit.
For the Super Bowl, that'd be crazy.
Oh my
That'd be crazy. Like you guys are on your way to the Super Bowl here.
You don't want them tense. You want them relaxed.
Yeah. You know,
New venture.
New venture. I like it. Let's do this.
Strippers and sports.
So let's switch it up a little bit. Growing up, you're from LA. Where in LA?
I grew up in South Central, not too far from USC, right around over near Southwest College.
What was that like growing up in the baseball, like getting into baseball out there? Was there a lot of baseball players out there? Or?
So it's interesting, actually, which is
I know a few people that have gone to like USC for football and shit and gone to the league and all that.
Yeah.
But how about in the baseball scene?
The baseball space is interesting, right? Because you don't see a lot of inner city kids playing baseball anymore. Like back in the day, like one of my hitting coaches was Hank Harris' cousin. So
I know that name.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. But Will Aaron and his group, like growing up, they was like at the park playing baseball, stickball, all that. But when I was growing up, our park and recreations weren't as clean and everything, so we weren't playing a lot of baseball. But there were hidden gems in the inner city, and that was the beauty, because I was going to neighboring cities like Torrance and all these other places to play baseball. Mm-hmm. But then I'll never forget 3 coaches, Kevin, AJ, and Ryan, watched me play a game at my old Little League, and they invited me to a travel ball practice. They cultivated a space of all inner city black kids that played baseball. And it was the craziest thing I've ever seen, because at that time, I've been playing baseball for like 7-8 years at that point. And I was like, I've never seen this many black people on a baseball field.
That must have been great to be a part of.
It was like, I was like, when's the next practice? I'm here.
Yeah.
Right. And what was really fun about it was we became the number 3 team in the country. So we took off.
Yo.
A bunch of inner city black kids is going crazy. So my experience became a little different as I got closer to high school, because I was always like the one or 2 of us on the team. And then I got on the travel ball team, and it was all of us. And it was beautiful to see how we were all hidden gems. Like a lot of us grew up around the corner from each other, didn't even know.
Yeah.
So it's just like that, because we weren't able to go to the park like they used to in the old days, we had to manufacture our own ways, and it was beautiful.
Like basketball, it's right there. You can be on the corner and playing, but it's a little different for baseball.
Yeah, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
It costs like $1,300 to $1,400 just to outfit a little leaguer.
Damn. Is it that expensive?
Yeah, bro, bats are $800. Yeah.
What bats are you buying?
Yeah, man.
Yo.
Bats are
What happened to the $40 bat you'd get down
there? Yeah,
and
then that ball rolls to the pitcher. You want the best of the best. And so, yeah, it's expensive too. It's expensive. And you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
You need a catch partner. You need somebody to put the ball in it. Like it's basketball, I can go out, I can put a court in my backyard. I'm out there all day, all night long, right? Baseball, the most I did, I drew a brick on the brick wall. I drew squares, and I just
try and hit them.
Yep.
There's not a lot of black guys that think in baseball because they choose out of high school to go into football and basketball. They don't want to go to baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I always thought like there's a lot of black guys in baseball, but you realize they're like Dominican, and I never realized that they speak Spanish, but they look.
You were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
All you can speak all different kinds of Spanish, right?
Yeah. I was taught by Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Venezuelans, Cubans. Like literally, I was hanging out with them so much, and I like learned Spanish from them. But to add on to your point, it's minor league system. How can I get to the league the fastest? How can I take care of my family? If I go play basketball, I'm either in the G League or I'm going right to the league.
Yes.
I go play football, I'm right to the league. Baseball, I got to spend 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in the minors before I can get a chance.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Doesn't make sense if you're in any position.
Yeah, so it's like with baseball, it's really about the love of the game. If I'm being honest with you, it's how much you really love it. Because if you're in the game of baseball for money, it's pointless. You know, it's gonna take some time because. And I think like a lot of people see these big contracts like, oh, he just signed for 14 years for $450 million. Like, yeah, that's the bigs.
That's the top of the cream of the crop.
That's the top of the top. That's the top of the top. But now you go look at minor leaguers, and minor leaguers are making $1,200 a month.
Meanwhile, college, like you talk about.
So I was just going to talk about that. Is NIL affecting or changing that at all, making it more popular? Is there NIL money coming into the college baseball system? Like, yeah,
there's a lot of baseball players making a lot of money in college baseball, and I think it's a beautiful thing. I'm a little upset that it came the year after I graduated. Hey, but I think it's a beautiful thing because now also too, you are giving more kids an incentive to go to college. you know, and get that education and have that paper to back them up while making money. Because now college has always been something that can change your life, right? But now it can actually, as an athlete, it can actually change your life.
You can make more money in college as a junior or senior versus a rookie in whatever league you're playing.
Exactly.
Like it's unbelievable.
It's exactly. And then at a young age, you're learning about financial literacy.
That too. Because that's been a huge issue once you get to the league. That's one of the biggest issues, I feel like.
You know, so it's like college has been like getting that NIL stuff has been great, because now when you go talk to a kid, it's like, all right, yeah, you want to go to the league, right? But you know, if you go to college too, you can change your life as well.
You're gonna pull $5-10 million before you even hit the league, like,
and even
plus
if
sponsorship deals.
Exactly. And even if you don't spend, you won't get to the million consistently. You may make $200,000, $300,000, $20,000 a year just to play your sport.
Here's the crazy thing in the NCAA. So I'm not even going to disclose it because it's going to not be obvious who I'm talking about. But there can be a small college, like a very mid to lower tier Big Ten school in the NCAA football. And they have 2 receivers that are decent. They're each commanding 1.5 a year. This team is not going anywhere. They're winning 5 or 6 games a year. And the receivers are still getting 1.5 a year.
Is that still just to keep people coming to the games locally then, I guess?
The money's there and they're going to get the best they can.
Yeah. And think about how much money college sports bring into college.
Oh my God.
Like that the revenue that you get from a sport, specifically football.
Yeah, it's like unbelievable.
So and you look back, like dudes like Reggie Bush and all them were getting in trouble for getting
that's the crazy. He had his Heisman stripped from him, bro.
You know, but think about how much money Reggie Bush brought to the USC when he was there.
Johnny Manziel.
You know what I'm saying? Like Johnny Manziel, like all these dudes doing all these things in college and like they weren't getting paid.
No.
And now it's like, yo, if I'm gonna bring money to the school, so pay me.
I've always said that too, especially in the video games. Like EA taking advantage of it back in the day, like the 2010s, 2011s, like where there was a whole college football game with the players, maybe not I don't remember if the names were in it, but definitely their likeness and everything, and not a dollar.
Not a dollar. Not a dollar. They didn't, and back then they didn't have their names on it, but they had their numbers. I knew who the running back was.
Yeah, we know who 14 is.
You know what I'm saying? I knew who I'm playing with. Even with the basketball, March Madness. You may not have the right name, but I'm breaking the backboards. I know who I'm playing with. You know, so it's beauty now that kids can get paid, and I think it's great too because it sends a lot more kids to college. Yeah, you know, and now you are more incentivized. Like if I had the opportunity to go make $1 million when I was in school and being a top 50 player in the state, I would have got my grades right.
all over that, yeah.
Because, okay, now it's like, take care of my family. I can either go to college and take care of my family, or I can go to the pros. I have an option now. Yeah. Before it was, all right, especially with baseball, you can get drafted out of high school. It's like, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about college? That's another couple of years before I could probably try to make some real money. Or do I, go hoping I can get drafted and shoot for the stars right there. Yeah. And then work my way through there from that point on, So it's like now you have leverage.
And I can't get into college though. I mean, he's getting me kind of into college. I just can't get into college sports. Although, I thought of you the other day because I was watching the Bears game.
Ooh, and the one last night?
I think it was last night. The commentator literally said, the running back for the Bears,
Monangai.
He was like, this guy was drafted in the 7th round from Rutgers. Yep. But he said, when does that happen?
The funny thing was,
this is hilarious, bro. And I thought of you.
He's going to be better than Pacheco. Pacheco's also from Rutgers. He's the running back for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Monangai's going to be better than him.
But I thought because he was
stole him in the 7th round. Like, absolute beast.
Yeah. He's like, when does that happen? And I laughed because you'd probably agree. You know what I mean? With the exception of Pacheco and
Pacheco was still 4th round. Maybe it might have been 6th round. I don't know.
Yeah,
but he was up there.
He was up there. He was up there for sure, and he plays like he was up there too.
Rutgers doesn't get the looks like they should. No, I grew up in that program, so I know.
Okay.
I know that program.
Yeah.
But 1.5
mil. But honestly, I'm a big college sports fan myself because they got heart and they still got grit, like
most grit. Because before they weren't even playing for the money; they were just playing for the scholarship.
And now it's like, yo, I'm making some money and I'm playing for the scholarship and I'm doing this. I'm going to have fun and I'm going to play the game that I love, right? Because one thing I think we also forget about professional sports, it's entertainment.
Yes, at the end
so
of the
it's a business. The grit changes. I got like baseball week. There's 162 games. I'm not going to run out all these ground balls. I got to make it to the end of the season.
Yeah.
So.
And next season.
While in college, You playing 55 games the regular season. They hustling all 55.
That's a good point.
All 55. Same thing. Basketball, football. Hey, we out here every year because you never know. In college, I may have a good year this year, but then you go get a recruit from a JUCO or something, and now I got to fight for a spot. So if I don't hustle 24/7,
Literally,
my spot is gone. While in the pros, I just signed a $24 million contract.
But like with baseball, everyone wants to get to the major leagues. We spoke about this last week, I think, where a lot of the college players in football, they're not wanting to go to the NFL. They just want to play sports.
that too, and they understand there's only 53 men on a roster, and there's only 32 teams.
Yeah.
So there is a limited number of spots. There's a lot of college players out there.
Yeah.
Like there's like there's 100 per school approximately, and there's 125 college programs.
But it's got to be the same with baseball.
I'm sure.
No?
I'm sure
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
similar
you think about it, you got the MLB, you have AAA, AA, single A, and they used to have rookie ball, and then you got indie ball, and then you got overseas ball. So with baseball, the reason why everyone's thinking about pro ball is because there's so many options to go play pro ball.
Yeah.
You can literally go all over the world, and you have multiple levels when you do get drafted. But when you have an option where it's either I'm in the league or I'm not, softball. I love talking to softball players. They go to college looking at college being their last stop, and so they just play their fort. That's why college softball is so fun to watch. Have you watched college softball before?
No, that's girls, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say the dudes don't play softball, right?
No.
Girls, yeah, okay.
College softball is
2025, 2026. Okay.
yeah.
No, but wait, there's baseball with girls that they throw fast pitch too, right?
Yeah.
There's
okay,
girls
so
in
there's
football. We can't even say that anymore. Okay.
No, they
But
do.
girls can pitch there's fast pitch and then there's softball too,
Yeah.
right? So but you're speaking specifically of softball.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna help you with this one. Fast pitch softball, because that's what it is in college, because they're throwing fast underhand.
Oh shit! You're right. Yeah.
So before they try to say it, I got you. I'm gonna cover you on that one. They're like, what is he talking about? No, I got him.
Okay.
But yeah. So college softball, yo, ridiculous. I used to had a friend that went to UCLA when UCLA was on that tear and they were winning all the championships. Watching college softball, they play fun. They know that after these 4 years it's probably done, but not anymore. They finally did create a created league, but even then it's hard to get into that. But they know, like, within these next 4 years, I'm going to get my degree. I'm going to go into my respected career.
Right.
I've built my name. I've had fun. My sport career is over. While us, it's like, all right, after these 4 years, I can probably go to Mexico. I can probably go to Canada. Maybe I can go to Italy. Maybe I can go to Germany. Oh, if I get a chance, I might be able to get a minor league contract. We don't know.
You're not even thinking about college.
We don't know what the ending is.
Yeah.
Even if we're in college, I still don't know what the ending is. I'm like, I know dudes that are like twice my age still hoping to get a contract somehow. I'm like, dude, relax.
Yeah.
Like, as baseball players, because there's so many options, we don't know what the ending is.
You got a pretty good looking bag there. You want to
do.
tell me about it?
I do, actually. So shout out to Token Carry. I don't know, can y'all see that? Shout out to Token Carry. My boy Cass over there hooked me up. Token Carry is a new company coming out. They got a lot of high premium bags. I was messing with Cass, man. I'm a big bag person, so when I go to set, I like to have a quality bag, a backpack, duffel bag, and he hooked me up with this backpack and that duffel bag, and now I can go to set fly.
The thing's fire looking. What is it? What is it? Leather?
Yeah, it's leather with a red interior,
and it's got like crocodile or snake skin looking.
All I know is I said, "Oh, this is." He said, "Christmas came late." I said, "Yeah, you're right. Christmas did came late. Santa came a little late."
Oh, it's worth it though.
For sure, and high quality.
Fit your laptop in there too.
Fit everything, honestly. And snap on pocket and all that. So. And I love the minimal details. I'm a very like monochromatic person, so just the small details and little things matter to me. No. I don't like to stand out too much.
And the little bit of gold accents.
Yeah,
I think that's clean.
It's actually a tote bag.
Yeah,
Token Carry. So if you haven't already, shop with Token Carry.
Go check that out.
Yeah, check it out.
All right, so you were on the show All American.
So I did for the football one. I did a couple episodes in the background. Talk
to me.
That was fun. I never played football, so it was fun to put on some cleats and run some routes. But I really got introduced to the industry through All American Homecoming.
Okay.
I was doing all the background for the baseball stuff. They wanted professional baseballs to portray the real baseball players, college baseball players.
I would hope so.
And that's how I got my in, and it was amazing.
Was that how you started acting, or did you do anything before then?
No, that's how I started, man. It's literally how
it's a good way to start.
It's a great way to start.
That pisses me off though about actors. It's like, okay, here's a question for you. you're an actor. You can portray a baseball player.
Yes.
Why did they in auditions say, we want you to have experience playing baseball? Like, just, you're an actor.
Yeah, but you know what? After being in this industry and really understand what acting is, you can go get somebody to play a baseball player, but you ain't gonna get nobody that's gonna really be able to put this character on. Like
the combination.
It's hard. You know, I'm blessed because I come from an athletic background, so in acting, so I have that connection. But acting is a sport in itself.
That makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, you know, because the movie, Field of Dreams?
Yeah.
Like, those guys probably were players. You know, they're not just actors that they picked out somewhere and just, like, threw in to, but still, I don't know.
Because you think about it, as a consumer, what would you care more about? That this dude is a terrible actor but a great baseball player, or that he's a great actor and you can tell that that's a double?
Yeah.
That's I don't know. I don't know what I would pick though.
I think
like you just made a good point.
John Wick. Who plays John Wick?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. What's that movie with Keanu Reeves back in the day when he's young? He's the It might be called The Replacements.
Oh, that sounds sounds right.
It was like 2000s or so, but he was a replacement in there, and he did not look like he should be playing quarterback, but he was definitely a good actor. Let me tie it back in real quick.
Yeah. I'm big on storytelling, right? And I've always been interested in the arts, but I just never chased it because I was focusing on sports. So to answer my own question, I don't care how good of an athlete you are when you're being an actor. I want to know how well can you connect to me right now?
Yeah, how well can you make me believe in this?
Exactly. Like when I'm watching this, am I being captivated by your performance, or I'm just focused on the fact that you can't swing a bat?
Me, I might get caught up on you can't swing a bat. That might
don't get me
piss
wrong.
Me off a little bit.
It gets me. So, unpopular opinion, I don't really care to watch baseball films.
Okay.
And the reason being is baseball films are one of the hardest things to create because the movements are specific. Like, I can tell you right now, if someone ever picked up a baseball and played for a while, you know.
That's a good point.
And so sometimes it's hard to watch them if it's not real enough, and it's partially because I played baseball.
Good point.
Same thing with football.
Yeah,
I guarantee
it's
you,
the exact same thing.
You watch some people running around, you're like,
exact same thing.
You're like, I don't know.
Yo,
you know?
It's almost comical. It's almost comical at times.
And even if it looked good enough, you're like, I would no.
We're
not even gonna play with that.
Like,
yeah. So, but that's the beauty of being an actor, right? You get to do things you've never done. You get to put on characters you can't do in your regular life.
Literally, and that's what makes a great actor a great actor. It's you make the audience think this is what you do every single day.
Exactly.
This is who you are.
Exactly.
Alec, it's called Hardball.
Is that what it's called?
He was the coach.
Keanu Reeves baseball movie back in 2001.
No, I'm talking
Hardball.
his football movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about baseball.
No, it was a football movie. He played the quarterback.
Okay, well, Hardball is
He was out there playing sports movies.
He was Hardball. He was a coach, and that was Hardball's a great movie.
Okay.
Hardball, it's gonna pull your heartstrings. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you're a crier, don't watch Hardball. But
oh damn, okay.
Yeah, Hardball is a great movie. That's Michael B. Jordan's in that when he was a kid. Yeah.
Could you tell that he wasn't a real coach, though? Or could you tell Michael B. Jordan didn't play baseball?
Well, they're little leaguers.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, none of them can play.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. And the way he coaches it's like he coached really well, like an emotional support coach. You know, he wanted them to win. But he really wanted to help them. He was helping inner city kids.
I gotcha.
So yeah, but Hardball is a phenomenal movie.
So you just went through one of the hardest periods in your life in terms of a 3-week acting stint where you worked on like 20 different projects, or I think.
No. I worked on 2 projects, but 20 projects would be crazy. Yeah, it was definitely one of the heights of my career at this young stage, especially given the fact.
Like 10 days straight with only 1 day break in between, I think.
10 days straight. 10 days straight. I didn't even have a break. It was challenging because I played 2 different characters. So that was the fun part, you know, because I was able to switch in and out, but it was challenging because when I went from being this super like militant person to then being a lover boy. And that was my challenge because I would find myself when I'm working on being this lover boy, I would find myself getting back like all stern, and I'm like, oh wait, I gotta like
relax.
Yeah, let me relax. Let me be loose. You know,
pull in the van.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? Like it was like, but it was fun. You know, when it was all said and done, I was like, this was great.
Yeah.
At least you had something to sink your teeth into, though, like two separate parts. Because we were just talking about Sinners with Max or somebody, right? That
Evan,
Michael B. Jordan's character didn't have enough separation between the characters, and so he had criticism for Michael B. Jordan in that particular movie.
Right.
Sounds like your character, you had so much separation, right? They're two completely different. Where can we find that, by the way? Is that something?
So one of them is in post right now. It's
the other one we need a year.
Yeah, we need about a year and it will be out.
That's what we're working on.
Yeah,
that's how we met, right?
No. We worked on.
We talk about fuckboys.
Yeah, we worked
Tyler
on
texted me
Tyler.
today.
But it's to answer that question. You know, they're about to enter post, and our project is still. We still have a couple more days to wrap up. But I can't wait for y'all to see that. That project right there was. I worked with some heavy hitters, and it was a fun one. I can't wait. I just can't wait for it to start to roll out so I can talk about it, because it was. But I will say this: my first ever movie I did in 2023.
Okay.
Comes into theaters next year, early 2026. It's called History, a David Trujillo story. And it's about two men that were met. They were in LA. They were gangbangers and everything. Crazy life, and then they ended up finding Christ and transferring into becoming pastors and opening churches and helping the community.
What was your role in that?
I was a police officer. So yeah, it was that was my first ever acting role, like my first ever, like, hey, audition, lines, table reads. I was like, oh.
How did you get that role? Was it through an agency or?
No, so at that time it was funny. I was working at AT&T. That, like, after I retired, I went straight to getting a job. I had to figure out how to pay bills.
That's good.
Yeah. And a buddy of mine that I met on All American Homecoming, he was like, "Hey, I'm about to work on this project. You want to audition for it?" It's like, yeah. Like, why not? Right? Mm-hmm. And then I go, and I say, like, the producer called me like 3 days later and he was like, "Hey,
you got it.
And I was like, what? Like,
you're like, that was too easy.
Too easy. But. And it's funny, I quit my job right after that. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I didn't even get paid for the movie.
That's the energy, though. That's the energy.
But that right there was what is what really kicked off a lot of my career, you know, the hunger. Nice. You know, I had a lot of things happen at AT&T, like one of my manager that I had before, the one I have now. I remember he walked in and I was selling him his phone. He looked at me, he goes, "You ever thought about being on TV?" I told him what I did, you know. I told him I did some, like, background stunts and different things, and then he gave me, like, a list of things to do. And I was not focused on that list. I was focused on making some money. I just moved back to LA. I haven't lived in LA for 9 years. I forgot how expensive it was.
Yo,
I'm like, all I care about is making this money. I never forget, he came back in 2 months later and he pointed me out. And I thought I was going to get fired. I was the only black dude that worked at that store. I'm in Beverly Hills. I'm like, I done messed this dude's phone up. I'm my area manager, regional, everybody, all the managers you can think of is in the store. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. And he's in this industry. So I'm like, oh, he's probably got pulled. I'm about to get in trouble. He goes, "You didn't do nothing I told you to do. I told you to do this, and this, and you did nothing. I was looking for you." I was like, "Oh, you was looking for me?" I called my buddy Josh. I was like, "Hey, bro, I need some headshots." Took the headshots, joined the acting class that January, and
it all started from there.
Quit my job in May.
So now, you said when you were playing baseball, you never watched baseball on TV. As an actor, because you're always going out on auditions, do you watch movies, or are you just
all the time?
Okay, all the time. So it's not the same then at all.
That's film study for you.
Let me tell you something. Great career choice. I get to sit down on my bed and watch TV and movies all day long, and just sit there and be like, "What are you doing?" Studying.
I love that.
But it's not the same in baseball. Then you don't watch baseball to study those players. It doesn't. Does it translate?
You film study.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I studied, but I just think it was one of those things. I've been doing this since I was 8 years old, and I kind of got burnt out of watching baseball up close and because baseball is a great sport. But like I said, I think baseball is a sport that you really have to love.
Yeah.
Like golf. Golf's phenomenal to go play.
You better go love it.
I can't sit down.
Well, I thought I was going to get you on that one, but you actually had a good answer, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I was like, wait, you're not watching baseball when you're playing baseball, but you're watching movies and you're being. So I was like, maybe I'm going to get him here, but that was a good ass answer.
Who's your favorite actor and movie right now?
Ooh, my favorite actor. It's a toss up between Idris Elba and Coleman Domingo. Those are my top 2 favorites.
You look a little bit like Idris, a little bit.
Yeah.
With a haircut, honestly.
Yeah.
I see it.
You know, everybody's been saying that since I got in this industry, you know. So if Idris is watching, I need to play your son or younger you something, okay? Like this has been said too much at
He's
this
a
point.
subscriber. He's going to see it. Don't worry.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. My favorite movie right now, I just want to watch Marty Supreme.
Mike Cerrone commented something on that on my post today. I need to go see it too. Tell me about it.
That movie was phenomenal. Not gonna lie to you.
What's it about?
So it's about this ping pong player named Marty, right? But a lot of people think you're about to watch a movie about ping pong. No, you're literally. It's literally like I seen somebody post this like on like Instagram threads or something. It was like it's the perfect combination of like Uncut Gems and The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yo, I need to check it out.
No. And that's exactly what it is. And then you watch a couple ping pong matches and you're like, I'm hooked,
bro. I gotta check that out.
Like it's phenomenal. Timothy Chalamet did his big one in this film. Like he did a phenomenal job. And I watched Avatar and Marty Supreme back to back. Those 2 movies.
I want to watch the Avatar one too.
Great movie.
He's not a big fan of it.
Really? You're not a fan of Avatar?
Yeah, nah.
I don't like things that aren't realistic. Like, I can't
Silver
get
Fox
into,
mentalities.
I can't get into imagination, shit like that. But the ping pong movie, I might be into.
I think you would really enjoy Marty Supreme.
Because is that based on a true story? I imagine
it's about an actual ping pong player. But that's what I'm saying. I this entire time thought I was about to watch a movie about ping pong.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, wow.
It's so much. It's like I said, Uncut Gems and Wolf of Wall Street with ping pong.
Wow.
And fun fact, I used to be on my middle school's ping pong team. So that was like
Your middle school had a ping pong? Well, we had Foursquare teams.
That's not even close to ping pong.
It's not close to ping pong, but middle school we did have
Foursquare.
teams.
I remember Foursquare. Yeah. Where you'd go cheat and grab the ball and like hit that corner on the other person.
I played basketball, but the basketball setup was right next to the Foursquare setup. But I was on the courts. Okay.
It's okay if you play Foursquare, dude.
I didn't play Foursquare.
You know, it's okay. My nerd fact is I was on a middle school ping pong team. It's okay.
How did that go?
It was fun. I went to a charter school, and so it was like everybody was like Turkish except for like one teacher, and they didn't.
Everybody had good hairlines though.
Yeah, for sure.
Real good hairlines.
But they taught us how to play ping pong for one of like the after school programs, and we ended up playing a couple other middle schools, and I was like, I'm loving this,
bro. Ping pong was fun back in the day.
Lit. But just imagine being in middle school and you're getting on the bus to go play somebody, and you got your paddle. You're like, yeah.
Oh my god, you customized battles at all?
Nah, I didn't go that far.
Were there people that did?
Yeah.
Dude, you got to put a video up the net. There's on my feed all the time on TikTok or Instagram. Have you seen the match where those 2 guys, they're like 5 feet out from the table and they're it goes for like 3 minutes. It's
that's always
crazy. And they're spanking that ball. And I don't even know how you do that.
It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't the greatest. But you know, I could put some spin on the ball.
You're pretty good though.
Yeah, I can put the spin on the ball. But my coaches, they were like 5-10 feet from the board. And I'm like, damn.
Like a whole volley in tennis.
Crazy. I'm getting a headache watching. Like, this is ridiculous.
What's your favorite, what's your quote of the day?
Quote of the day comes from Shirley Chisholm. If they don't have a seat for you at the table, bring a folding chair.
I like that. Force your way in.
And we ask you that because you have a whole Instagram dedicated to quote of the day, right?
You are quite the motivational, inspirational person.
I am. You did your research.
He does his research.
So I love to motivate the people, right? I have my degree in psychology. So one of the biggest things I like to focus on is mental advocacy, right?
I've always said if you can understand psychology, it unlocks so much more than just what you think. It lets you read people.
Yes.
Wait, I thought you went to the JUCO League because you didn't want to go to college. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's
sniffing some bullshit.
Did I get you on this one? I'm trying to get you.
Kind of. So I after high school, it went to NAI. I was what they call a 4.24 guy. Went to a 4-year, transferred to a JUCO, went to a 4-year.
Gotcha.
I wasn't blessed enough to get drafted out of high school. So then now I did not complete my master's because once I got the option to go play pro ball, I said, well, school is kind of done for me at this point. But no, I got my bachelor's in psychology. And one of my biggest goals in life is to open up my own mental health clinic. That's actually it's been my goal since I was 9 years old. Actually, and which is funny because I've kind of spoke that over my entire life. I literally said I never said I was going to make it to the big leagues. I literally always said I'm going to be a professional baseball player, and I'm going to use that. I didn't know what the word catalyst meant at that time, but I would say I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use that
as my
springboard to open up my mental health clinic. And that's why, to talk about the quote of the day, that's why I'm so big on like motivation and mental like rehabilitation, because I went through my own mental challenges in college, and I don't think a lot of people talk about it. You know, a lot of people don't like to talk about what they're going through, but we need to.
Yeah.
You know, we need to understand that there are mental things going on in your mind, and it's okay. Nobody's perfect, you know, especially in the world that we live in now with social media. Everybody's so quick on like that microwave success, that microwave lifestyle, that it's putting a lot of people into depression. You know, it's like, oh, I'm almost this age and I'm still not married. Oh, I haven't made this much money. I haven't done this. And so a lot of people are like putting these things on themselves that you don't have to, you know? And so I do my best to motivate people, because I know it felt like when I was down, and I don't want nobody else to feel that way, you know?
But see, that's the thing though. Some people are afraid to talk about it because then they're going to be judged, right? What if you're a big strapping dude and everyone thinks you're just like this badass, right? But then if you talk about your mental health things, you'll be like, oh, he's a sissy, or he's a this, or he's a that. So people will suppress it, right? What do you say about that kind of stuff?
I think the ones who call you a sissy are the ones that are actually the sissies, because I think it's more honorable and more powerful, especially as being a man, being a strong man, tall man, whatever you want to call it, to be able to cry, to be able to express, because that shows emotional maturity, that shows intellect, that shows understanding of your body. So if I have something going on and I can express it to you. Now, I'm not saying go out and start slamming things and punching shit and being like, oh, I'm angry. But if you can intellectually articulate your thoughts about your anger, your emotions, that's true power. The most powerful people in the world have intellectual, emotional intelligence, because they understand, and they understand people. They know how to talk to someone.
Psychology.
You know, like if we're all three of us doing business, right? And I can tell you right now, while I'm talking to you, you're getting upset and you're getting upset. Okay, I'm gonna kind of sit back and be like, what did I say that bothered you? And now that's creating, because of my intelligence, that's creating a different dynamic. And now we're going to be enlisted to do more business.
But if we're in business together, you don't necessarily want to know my baggage, right? Like I can't get into that.
I'll even say I'd prefer to know your baggage so that I know what is going to push you in the wrong directions.
100%.
You know, and maybe baggage is, I don't need to know what you did in the third grade or whatever, but just a rough overview. I think that's a good thing to think.
Because it's just like with marriage, right? Marriage is a business partnership at the end of the day, you know?
Especially nowadays.
And so any partnership you do, whether it was your friends or with your significant other, you should know what makes that person tick. Who is that person that you're doing a business with, right? Because then you may be having a bad day and not want to talk. You may be having a great day and want to talk. At that moment, we don't need to talk. At that moment, we need to just figure this out and move on and do something different, and then we can talk later. But if I don't know who you are, I don't know what you're going on, I don't know what your backstory is, what ticks, I may say something just because I'm having a great day and it ticks you off, and now we have a problem in the business.
You intertwine the climb with the mental health advocacy, right?
Yes. The climb is a wellness group that me and my friends created. We were literally up one day at the stairs, and a buddy of mine, he's been going there for 2 years. He's literally my childhood best friend. Like, we've been friends since the first day of 6th grade. He's been going up there for years, and I finally decided to join him. And we were just talking, and he's a trainer, and we literally was like, how can we get more people up here to do this, right? And I was like, let's just make a post. Excuse me. And then it turned into a bigger thing. And then I said, okay, now how can we incite people to want to enhance their mental capacity, right? Literally, I said those exact words, and they looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, no, the climb is not just about climbing these stairs at the Culver City steps. It's about climbing to like a new rank in your life. Each step that you climb, you're literally climbing to another chapter. You're like, it's a mental thing, right? So we always talk about, you know, when you come to the climb, you're climbing the ladder to success, because you are conquering yourself every day. It's you against yourself.
I know exactly. Whenever I do running, and not even necessarily on like the conquering those stair by stair, but once I'm at the top, I just feel so good, and it's an endorphin rush. It's all that, but it's also that mental part.
Yeah,
it's also that mental part where it's just like, that accomplishment and
Doing it when you don't want to do it,
and
all that
setting
kind of
yourself up
Exactly.
for the rest
Exactly.
of the day.
They say that's about the gym, right? They say the hardest door to open is your front door.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
That's the hardest door to open.
And Runyon has stairs, but it doesn't come close
I've
to
never
what
been
he's
to the
talking
Culver
about.
City stairs.
Yeah, you gotta come out. You gotta come out every Saturday.
yeah.
Every Saturday, 10 a.m. We were at the stairs.
Text me.
I got you for
I
sure.
guess
Those are insane.
Next Saturday.
Yeah.
Those are insane stairs. I mean, they have Santa Monica stairs, they have Runyon stairs, they have other stairs.
Do
but
they compare? Is it tough? Like on the PCH right past Malibu, there's the
I haven't
sand
been over
wall.
there yet.
You know what I'm talking about? The sand wall that all the athletes go to.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen
I've
it like
heard
people.
it, but I haven't been there. I haven't tried it.
That is just sand.
Let me tell you something. The Culver City stairs is 287 steps of uneven steps.
Oh, that's fun.
You may have to high knee one step, and you may stutter step on the next step.
You let me know, and I'm gonna be there.
Say less.
Saturday 10 a.m.
Say yeah, I got you. We were taking a little break right now for the holidays.
Yeah.
When the new year come back.
Just let me know when.
Yep. But to even tie it in more, that climb that we were talking about, we started doing things like motivational Mondays, testimony Tuesdays, winning Wednesdays, thankful Thursdays, fearless Fridays, and you have the climb, right?
Wow.
And every day is to incite that aspect of your mind, right? You know, with the motivational Monday, you come on there, drop a video. Hey guys, this is your motivation for the week. You know, testimony Tuesday, we've included faith into it now because a lot of people don't have faith. You know, and if you don't believe in something, you're gonna fall for everything. So we incorporate faith. So on testimony Tuesdays, Leonie gives up a testimony, or we get somebody from our community to do it. Then we have a Bible study. And we talk about it, then we connect. And we've had a lot of deep connections in these Bible studies. And some people, they've known us for a couple of weeks, right? But they're telling us more than they tell people that they literally talk to every day.
It's a better form of therapy.
Exactly.
Better form.
Exactly. You know, winning Wednesdays, you know, Win has his winning Wednesday. He gives a motivational thing about the day. And then he has a workout where, and it has nothing to do with the stairs. It's literally about just getting a win for the day. You know, we have Thankful Thursdays, so where we drop everything about, you know, everybody that's been a part of our community and just thankful for them. Then Jabari has Fearless Fridays, and he talks about what it's like to have a fearless mindset.
So that's a social media thing, though, right? It's not a physical meetup. The Saturday climb is a physical meetup, and then everything else is just...
except for the Bible studies are on Zoom. The winning Wednesdays, the workouts are in person, but everything else is on social media, and that's the biggest thing. You know, everybody's sitting on their phone anyway, so it might as well connect to you that way.
Yeah. And that process actually encompasses everything for the most part. You go from how to be fearless, how to be thankful, like you've got both sides of it. How to be aggressive and get to where you need to be, and then how to be thankful about getting there.
Exactly.
You've got the whole circuit on there.
Exactly. You know, and then we throw events throughout the city every once in a while where we'll bring like yoga instructors, sound baths, we'll bring, you know, and the next year is going to get even better, just because of the different things we're including, because it's just about wellness, you know, and oftentimes you hear the word wellness, you already think physical. You don't think mental. You don't think mental. And that's the problem, because your mental is what's going to get you to the physical. Yeah. So if you don't take care of your mental, how are you going to take care of your physical?
No,
I got so good at those stairs, by the way, too. My ex at the time, because I do those stairs all the time, in Culver City, and I wanted to try to go piggyback with her to the top.
Oh, because
I got too good.
Back?
Yeah.
Wow, you're a strong man.
That's dude. My
He's
legs,
a silver fox. Okay, let's pump the brakes on.
No, my
strong.
legs are like my favorite. Yeah, like they don't get tight. Like that's one thing.
Oh,
those stairs, but those stairs in Culver City,
they'll do it.
Let me tell you something. I work out 6 times a week. I'm tired.
You look like you got some tree trunk quads too, though.
Yeah, that came from baseball. I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably do legs twice a month now. And it's literally because of baseball. Like,
it's better than me. It's better than me.
Hey, come get in the gym with us, man.
What gym do you go to?
I was going to Gold's. Now it's called EOS.
Yeah, there's only one Gold's location now.
It's the one in Venice. Yeah. The Mecca. Yeah. EOS bought out Gold's. And apparently the owner of EOS used to work for Gold's.
Nobody goes to EOS. Like Gold's and
I just shot at EOS.
I drive by the one in North Hollywood all the time. It was packed when it was Gold's. Now it's like a ghost town.
The one in Northridge was packed when I shot there. Like
EOS.
Yeah, EOS.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it was Gold's though.
Wow.
Yeah, they bought all of the locations except for Venice.
I wonder who funded that.
You and I both.
Might be Gold's. Who knows?
That's a good possibility.
Yeah.
You know?
Arnold's newest venture.
That's hilarious.
Used to be a model.
I still do.
Are you still a model?
Still model.
Tell me about that.
Modeling is probably the most interesting thing I've done ever in my life.
Really?
Reason being, it's the most superficial thing you could do.
Tell me about it.
Literally,
What kind of modeling do you do?
sports modeling, fashion. I've walked on a runway before, so it's interesting because when you go into a modeling space, right? Modeling is fun. Don't get me wrong. It's also like a whole nother like beast that you have to conquer. But it's literally like, no, I don't like your look. Yeah, I like your look. Like it's okay. You're just gonna accept. I guess I just have to look good in some way. Modeling is fun though. It's I've done an interesting shoot before, but
Someone told me that you were on the cover of Madden with Saquon.
I am indeed on the cover of Madden.
You're the other person.
I am indeed the person that is getting jumped over on Madden.
How did that happen? Tell me about that.
So there's this company called 31. And they're a phenomenal company. They do a lot of things with EA, with all their video games, and they're a football company. And they made a post and said they were looking for a specific demographic and a specific like height and weight. I submitted
You fit that and it fit you.
and it worked, right? But I didn't know it was Madden.
I just thought it was a random.
I was like, all right, cool. You know, the pay looks nice. Like, couple like some sports stuff, cool. Man, I get on set. I feel like I'm at the White House. It's just like it's so low key. Back phones in the bag. Like it was, yeah, man. It was, but it was fun though, dude. It was fun.
Was Saquon there? Or was that just you just had to do your
Day
pose
two,
and then
day two. Saquon was cool though. He's a super dope man. He's a super nice human being, man. Like he's super
Comes
cool.
across as that.
Yeah, he's very honorable. Very good person, man.
I like how all those guys now are doing faith too. They're bringing faith because remember it wasn't too long ago when like the mass media was like kind of censoring it all.
Yeah.
Now they all just give thanks to God, and it's like you see it. It's not censored anymore.
Look at Mendoza.
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza, his little speech after the Big Ten win.
Yeah.
He gave that was the first thing he said.
Now people are being able to be outspoken about their faith. A lot of back in the day, you had to be kind of like hidden, which was it's just crazy, right? They like I go to church every Sunday, I do this, I do that, but I can't outwardly say that this is what I do. Now everybody's walking around with their cross and they're actually being outward about their faith, and I think there's a lot of wrong in this world, and so to see something in that light and be able to see the light being shined upon it, I think it's great. I think and it was needed. It was needed because now. It's also given a different light because of social media, right? So many people use their social media following to elicit very negative things, if we're really being honest.
This is true.
So it's like you have kids growing up thinking that it's okay to do certain things, thinking that it's okay to be certain people and do certain things. And it's like, that's not it. So then you mess your life up or something. And then now you're looking back like, damn, I wish I would have never followed that person, right? Yeah. But now, because of the outwardness of faith, it's like, I have positive reenactment on social media that I can look up to and be like, I may not have a positive situation around me, but I'm on my phone every day.
And you're seeing it.
I'm seeing it, Like I've curated my algorithm to where literally it's faith, finance, and functions.
It's amazing how easy it is to really just reset your algorithm.
Exactly.
Did you watch that Untold Netflix one? There's a bunch of them. There's
I didn't watch
the one where I guess Ron Artest and
Meta World Peace, bro. Okay? Meta World Peace.
Sorry, Meta.
Malice at the Palace.
Yes,
Malice at the Palace. Malice at the Palace.
That one I just watched it last night. That's crazy, and I only bring it up because we're talking about like trash talk and the DK Metcalf thing, and it kind of reminded me of.
No, you want someone that's going to stand up for your team? Ron Artest will stand up for the team.
Meta World Peace.
Yes. Yo, you think about this. Imagine you just sitting down, somebody just throw a beer on you.
Yeah,
like yo, you can't. You paid.
Technically speaking, that is assault first. If you want to get to legal terms, that would be assault, and you're defending yourself.
100%. It's interesting because it's like you just paid, especially to sit where they were sitting. You just paid a couple $100.
Yeah.
To throw a $40 beer at me.
Really?
Wait, $40 beer? No wonder they're getting paid so much. $40 beer?
Hey, some of these stadium prices are crazy.
I remember James Harden back in the day was making like an ungodly amount of money per second, per minute. I remember someone did the math on it. It was like unreal, and it's only gotten more. It's only gotten bigger.
Yeah, man, these contracts are ridiculous. But it's interesting. The more money they make, the more expensive everything gets.
This is true. Right. This is true. It's got to get paid for somehow.
Yeah, got to get paid for it. But yeah, it's It's about finding the human in them. And maybe that's just the psychologist in me. Maybe that's just the mental health advocate. But
our last guest brought something else up in that same vein. She said the pupil is the one thing that we all have in common. We all have this little black ball in the middle of our eye, and it's the exact same for all three of us and everybody else. It's all that same little black ball.
The window to the soul.
The window to the soul. You know, I like to look at it like this. There is a reality, but there is also a perspective reality, right? Because in all actuality, when I look at you and you look at me and I look at this table and this chair, we all have three different perspectives. However we look at this room, we all have three different perspectives, right? Yep. And then that shapes our reality. So, and then the next person is going to come in and say, no, this is the reality, but now they're coming in with their perspective. And so when you think about it, like, to me, things that are real are that tree doesn't change. It grows and all that, but at the end of the day, we all can agree that's a tree, it's brown and it's green.
Yeah.
Now, but when you go through experiences, that's our perspective reality, because your eyes send a message to your brain of what they just saw.
And that could be a tall tree to me and a short tree to you. That could be
exactly,
you know.
And so when your brain receives what it just saw, it's going to send back a message, and then you're going to speak about what you just saw. And that's why I speak about mindset. I live in an abundant mindset. I tell people all the time, I'm a millionaire. Yeah, bro, I probably got like $5 in my account. Who cares? I'm a millionaire, right? Because of my perspective, because the way I look at life, I don't look at it to be negative.
Yeah.
Everything's positive to me, because you are what you attract. You know, so when you look at your perspective, I can't stand when people be like, oh, this is just so bad. Well, then change your perspective on it.
There we go. That's exactly it. Just change. I tell you that all the time.
Yeah.
Just change how you're looking at it, find the win in it, and then build on that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're being a mental health advocate and they come up to you and say, you know, I'm having a hard time, it could be considered negative, and you kind of have to work through that.
You still got to work through it.
100%. And that's where you dive into it. Like, okay, why are you having a hard time? What about that makes you having a hard time? You know, like something for me, I used to have a very bad I was like insecure, right? Someone would be like, and I used to not know how to take compliments, right? But where does that come from? Why do you have to go revert all the way back to childhood and understand all these different things? But like, okay, so now as my adult, like my inner child is the one that's actually responding. It's not me at 28 years old. It's me at 6 years old that's responding to this.
That's everything comes back to being a kid, huh?
It kind of does. When I was a kid, I was a little tall, right? And everyone was like, made fun of me because I was tall and skinny. I was really skinny, right? And so I would start to hunch. And I remember back in college, someone was like, no. Like, own it. Yeah. Stand up tall. Fuck those people. Yep. You know what I mean? And so that kind of reminds me of exactly what you're advocating for right now. It's kind of like, no, dude, stop slouching. Stand up. Just because you're a foot taller than everyone else, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? So, like,
wear it proudly.
Yeah.
Change the perspective.
Exactly. You know, my pastor said this last time in church. He literally said, quit reducing yourself to be in specific rooms. If you got to reduce yourself, change the room.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm no longer afraid to be the brightest light in the room. It's not even me being cocky. I carry a specific light. If it's brighter than yours, I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
I'm not going to make you look, I'm not going to look down upon you, but I'm not going to be like, oh, let me turn mine down so you can fit this room and be comfortable.
I'll even try and help brighten your light, but I'm not going to lower mine.
I'm not dimming mine. Yeah. No, it's not happening, because now dimming myself caused me now to be at a disadvantage because I'm not being my authentic self. I'm going to miss an opportunity because I'm not shining as bright as I can.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
So...
Why does First Form have the
titty day today?
upper titty?
All the titties.
All the titties.
All the titties.
All the titties, huh?
It's funny because it's your titty is actually just one peck.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, do the upper, do the lower, do this, do that.
I thought you were saying you only have one. Like both titties are.
It's
one.
not like a tricep.
Unititty?
Yeah, unititty. Unititty.
It's kind of a unititty. It's not like a bicep or a tricep. It's all one. So everyone's like, do incline, do decline, do this, do that. Dude, it just grows.
Wait, this is actually a good topic. Okay, so when you're coming up, I feel it hitting the inner, this strip here. When I do this, I feel it doing the outer strip kind of thing.
You can, but if you really hit pecs, you can just grow the entire pec.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I did bench press every day I worked out to grow my chest. I literally just mass produced my chest that way.
Your arms are shorter. Mine are long, and my shoulders are really weird.
No, dude. I have a 6'5" wingspan.
Do you really?
Yes. I have extremely long arms.
That's what... Good for you, bro. Good for you. Good for
You
you.
know, like,
No, so my shoulders, maybe it's the same for you. That tendon right here.
the bicep tendon.
Yeah. I can do dumbbells, like as long as I have rotation, it's fine. But if I'm locked in like this, I just fuck my shoulders up for days after.
Yeah. Bench press is like a very specific movement.
Yeah.
You got to get comfortable doing it.
Don't mess up that movement or you're fucked.
Yeah, no, you know.
Okay, guys. Josh, what first form you got over there?
I have the I don't know what do they call these? Skinny. I didn't even realize.
Ask again. Say it again.
I didn't realize these have skinny. First form has skinny cans too. Or?
So you got the skinny girl can. That's got 150 milligrams for you pussies that can't handle the real shit. This, I have the real thing, the 200 milligrams. Okay, so
yeah, the Screaming Freedom is pretty good though.
Screaming Freedom is fried.
What is it considered? Oh, cherry, lemon, and blueberry.
Ooh.
Ah.
Then we got the.
And did you try? Oh, you didn't crack yours,
Fury.
right? Are you an energy drink? You're not an energy drink.
I am an energy drinker. I'm actually going to use this in the gym.
Oh, okay.
I'll get you another one for the gym.
For sure. I need that. I need that extra boost. You know, going to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning is hard sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's not 5 a.m., I start my day with an energy drink.
Yeah. Let's be honest, dude. You know, going to the gym while the sun's still down.
That's rough. That's real rough.
Yeah.
That is about when the sun starts to come up, isn't it? About 6 a.m.
Yeah, I'm usually leaving when it's coming up.
Good for you, bro. Good for you. What time do you go to sleep?
It depends. Depends on how much work I got to do.
Okay.
I do a lot of email work and a lot of different things on my own side, like side hustles. So sometimes, like last night, I went to bed about 1:30 and woke up at 4:30.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Energized.
You're fucking killing it.
Energized, but I'm gonna crash tonight for sure. Probably be
First form keeps them going.
Yes.
Yo, so to buy First Form, if you want to go find some First Form, go to firstform.com/theframeshift.com. Or no, firstform.com/theframeshift.
Or like I always like to say, just click the link.
Click the link in the bio, whatever.
He makes it he does it the hard way. I'm
Make
like,
it
just
simple.
click the link.
Make it simple.
Click that fucking link, okay?
Click the link in the bio. Click the link in the bio.
First link in that link tree, okay? Click that link. Go get you some First Form best energy drink out there. Guys, bro, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Charles Grant DeBose. It'll be, you don't have to link that down there so you can spell it.
I'm gonna have it all linked in the description.
You can also Google me and you can find a lot more information about all of the things we do. You can also follow The Climb at _LA on Instagram and TikTok.
Too.
And yeah, be prepared to see me in the theaters in 2026.
There we go. Guys, another great episode of the Frame Shift Podcast. One of my favorites, actually. Go check him out. Go follow him. Go follow his journey. And yeah, hit that like, comment, and subscribe buttons, okay? Let us know who you want to see. Let us know what you want to hear. And we will do it, okay? We will fucking do it.
He will.
I will.
He will.
Sometimes it isn't good, but I'll do it.
No. It is good.
And we're banned right now on TikTok. In case y'all were wondering why I wasn't live for the games, we're banned.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll be back in a day or two.
That's unfortunate.
We'll be back. Josh, you want to say goodbye while you're picking your feet?
I want to. Okay, one last quote of the day before we go.
One last quote of the day.
Find a way to win.
It's either one day or day one. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's actually good. I like that. I like that, bro. It's been a fucking honor having you.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
We're gonna do it again soon
for sure.
We'll see you next week. Peace out.